I'm not leaving my children with him. I'm not leaving my children with him. He's a piece of shit. Stop! My children with him. What did I do?
This is Marilyn, the woman playing the victim after terrorizing 5 children. She's trying to convince the police she's a victim of oppression. However, the police have discovered she's hiding a dark truth at her home. This is a horrifying case of a dark mother who abused innocent children. In today's video, join LIU in exposing Marilyn's antics at the Embassy Suites Hotel.
I don't want my children with him.
So they can be by themselves.
They can go to CPS.
A 911 operator answers a call from a man requesting police assistance at an Embassy Suites, room 301.
Anne County 911, do you need police, fire, or ambulance?
I'd like to have officers to my room at the Embassy Suites, room 301.
All right, tell me exactly what happened.
Woman keep getting drunk and she left the room, left her children with me. I told her not to, I'm disabled. She comes back in the room hearing me talk to my children about what she did and how irresponsible it was. So she spits in my face.
And who is this woman to you?
A friend.
Is this like a girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, sir?
Ex-girlfriend.
How many minutes ago did this happen?
This just happened, ma'am.
Where's the person now?
Right here in the room.
No, I don't want, no.
I need to get the person's description. What is her race?
She's white, ma'am.
How old is she?
32.
What is she wearing?
A white t-shirt, some pajama pants. She's extremely drunk.
What's her name?
Marilyn. She did this in front of my children.
How old is each child?
My daughter is 9 and my son is 7.
Are there any other children?
Oh, yes, I have 3 children.
How old are they?
Oldest is 11 and the youngest is, I believe, 7.
All right, an officer will dispatch as soon as possible and call us back if anything changes or if you have any further information, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
He reports that a woman became heavily intoxicated, left her children with him despite his objections, and physical disability. This opening establishes a critical behavioral contrast. The caller initiates contact with authorities, provides a clear location, and frames the situation around child safety rather than personal retaliation. The operator confirms officers are being dispatched. Officers arrive and begin questioning both parties.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. What we got going on tonight?
Too much alcohol, screaming, mushing me in my face, spitting in my face. My children are sitting here. She doesn't know how to control herself.
You guys live together?
No.
He confirms all children are present and notes one of Marilyn's children had been in the shower. He reiterates that the incident occurred in front of the children and that Marilyn was unable to control herself.
These 2 are mine, so I have full custody of my children. Spitting in my face and mushing me in my face. My children said that if I did that to her, we already know where I'd be headed or already be. It's not fit.
What's her name?
Now,
Do you have an ID, man?
The repeated emphasis on the children's presence becomes a central factor in how officers manage the scene. Their approach shifts from conflict resolution to containment and protection. A secondary issue arises regarding an alleged credit card dispute, and let's hear how the officers explain this.
I can't do anything if he stole my credit card. But I can go to my bank and have them make me a card. But I can't do anything about that now because he stole it. So if it's not there, I can't physically.
How long are you guys supposed to stay here for? Just tonight?
checking out tomorrow morning.
Do you want to complete our domestic forms?
Yeah.
Bring up some forms that can come up.
Come on, baby, come on.
An officer explains domestic response protocols.
Let me talk to you a little bit about what's going on. So, ordinarily, if we get a call domestic, there are certain conditions that have to apply. If you guys live together, if there's physical injuries like visible bloody nose, you're sitting there with scratches and stuff like that, in that case, we make an arrest on the spot.
What's going on, everybody? How's your guys' night? You guys here on a trip or?
The worst trip imaginable.
If you guys aren't residing together, if there's no visible injuries, obviously she spit in your face, so there's no visible. What we ordinarily do in that case is do an application for charges. However, she does have that active protective order, so I'm waiting on the conditions of that now. If it says shall not threaten, shall not harass, shall not assault, if that's the case, that in and of itself violates the court order. So I'll try to do it so it ain't in front of the kids. You guys get some peace and quiet here tonight.
At this moment, the legal center of gravity shifts. The incident is no longer discretionary. Once a valid protective order is confirmed, officer discretion is replaced by mandatory enforcement.
So what I'm going to do, get you, while we're waiting on that, to fill this out here real quick.
Cody, I still need my half from dinner, please.
So we'll discuss all that. We're not going to get into that at the moment, so just give us...
Wait, for what?
Okay, we can discuss that part later.
No, why?
We're not worried about
No,
money for dinner.
he said that he was going to pay half for the dinner I just paid for 7 children.
Later on, okay?
No, why?
That's not important at the moment.
That is to me because I have children to feed.
Okay.
He's rich, I'm not.
Well, we can deal with that shortly. We're going to deal with one thing at a time.
When you guys aren't around.
Okay, we're going to be here.
No,
Okay.
I will watch.
Okay, we're not going to do that. Have a seat back in there a sec.
Officers repeatedly redirect her away from financial arguments and attempt to de-escalate the situation in front of the children.
That's crazy. Y'all, come on. For what?
I'm just doing what he told me to do. I told him, have you sit here on the couch, hang out in this room. I'll explain everything to you when we get out.
What happened? What happened? Why the f am I not allowed out of this room? What happened? Why do they keep looking at you?
Moderate to severe means of motor symptoms due to menopause.
It's the wrong black guys no more. Exactly why.
Whoa.
We're trying to reserve a room because we're not going back to him because he's abusive.
This interaction highlights a misalignment of priorities. While officers are focused on safety and legal compliance, Marilyn repeatedly redirects toward personal entitlement and grievance. As they move away from the children, Marilyn asks if she is going to jail.
So, can we please leave?
As soon as we get done, we'll be out of here. Right?
That gives me no information. I need you to please go talk to your partner and figure out when we can leave.
As soon as I find out, you will know.
Okay, come talk to you outside of your sec.
Me?
Yes.
For what?
Because I want to talk to you a second about what's going on tonight.
I don't trust him.
You were just asking me a bunch of
Fine,
questions.
okay,
These are the answers.
Soraya, come on.
Hey, children over.
What am I going to jail?
Yeah. You know you have an active... I've got no option, so you're going to go with us for a couple hours. I don't want to do this in front of them. Okay?
Is there anything you need inside? Do you want a jacket, a hoodie kind of thing that I can grab for you real quick?
It's only going to be a couple hours, probably.
I didn't do anything.
Well, he's saying you spit in his face.
No, I didn't. I was at the front desk. You can ask the people. I was grabbing a drink because he's been trying to fight with me all weekend.
Do you need anything else out of the room?
No, yeah.
Marilyn denies wrongdoing, claims she was upset at the front desk, and accuses the man of trying to fight with her all weekend. Marilyn disputes that she trusted him, then states she had been watching his children while he was outside.
Do you want a hoodie or a jacket or anything?
I don't want my children around him. I don't want my children around him. I don't want my children with him.
So they can be by themselves.
They can go to CPS and I will fight to get them back. I don't want them with him. He's abusive. He's a f***ed up person.
Is he the father of the
No, he's not.
I'm just asking.
He's
I don't know.
not. He's not. I don't want him around my children.
Do you have a family members in the area?
I don't. I don't have any family. I don't have anything.
I mean, you trusted him enough here that you're...
No, I didn't. I was here with his children while he was outside. I watch his children.
Where did all the alcohol come from tonight? The bar? Or?
The bar from up
You're at
front.
the
No,
bar.
honestly,
Where are they
honestly, the only way the alcohol came, it was from up front. But literally, as soon as the alcohol came into the picture, he started being an asshole.
My point is...
This marks a noticeable narrative shift. Responsibility is deflected. Allegations escalate, and the framing changes from denial to accusation once arrest becomes unavoidable. Her statements begin to contradict earlier actions. She denies trust while simultaneously acknowledging she left her children in his care to drink elsewhere. Officers note signs of intoxication.
While you're downstairs with the alcohol, where were they at?
They were up here with him. I only walked away to be away from
You didn't
him.
mind it at that point?
No.
Okay.
First of all, you can give me a breathalyzer test. I don't give a
I can tell you get a little alcohol.
Okay, and did I lie? I'm an adult.
Okay.
Okay.
We're just making a point here with the kid.
But I don't want my children here with him. He's abusive. I don't want my children here with him. I would
You're gonna have
no.
to call somebody to come and get them. Okay. You don't need anything else out of the room.
Got your ID jacket kind of thing?
No, my children. I'm not leaving my children with him. I'm not.
Officers reiterate that their concern is child safety.
I'm not you. I'm not leaving my children with him. I'm not leaving my children with him. I'm not leaving my children with him. I have an option. I'm not leaving my children with him. What did I do?
Violate the court order. Explain that to me.
I didn't know there was a court order.
She refuses to leave without her children and repeatedly escalates verbally.
It could have been any white girl he was with.
I'm saying.
No, it could have been any white girl. No, I don't want. No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I don't want my children.
Let me lock these up so they don't go crush
I
down
don't
your
want
ass.
my children leaving. I don't want them with him. I do not want my children with him. I do not.
CPS isn't gonna just come pick him up because you got locked.
Well, I don't care. I don't want my children with him. I do not want. You cannot make me. I don't want my children with him.
Hold on.
I don't want my children with him. I don't trust him.
Stop.
I don't want my children
Do you
with
want
him.
your kids to see this, really?
Yes, I do. I don't want my children with him. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Stop! No! I don't want my children with him.
You're gonna end up getting more charges.
I don't care. I don't want my children with him. Stop. He's breaking my fucking arms.
Well, then walk.
Despite repeatedly invoking her children as justification, her actions actively prolong and intensify their exposure to the confrontation.
No, I'm not leaving my children. You're a piece of shit. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. I've screamed. You guys seen that? I screamed. I didn't want my children with them. I screamed. I screamed it. You dumb f***.
Just keep talking.
You dumb f***. You're breaking my f***ing arms.
Stop dipping down.
I didn't do anything. I'm dipping down because you're hurting me.
No, it's not.
You're hurting me.
You're dipping down. Stop.
No, I'm dipping down because you're hurting me.
Arm is not moving. You stand still. It does not hurt.
Let go of me.
Can we not make a scene in the lobby, please?
No, I'm making a big scene.
Just get a charge.
Yep. I don't want him touching me. Get off of me. What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
You guys. Ow! I'm so pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. I hope you're happy. You're a fucking
That's wrong.
Come on, have some.
Don't touch me. Ow!
Officers question her concern for the children given her continued behavior.
How are my children stuck there with him and he treats them like shit? I am suing the f out of you guys. I am suing you guys for every f***ing penny your f***ing bullshit state has got.
You live in the same state.
Yeah, and none of it is worth any f***ing thing. You let them black just beat the shit out of me and you guys taking me to jail. I said I did not want him with my children. He's abusive.
You didn't care about coming here to
Man,
the
f*** you, because I didn't have a choice. You didn't look into all the times the cops have been called. You didn't look into any of it.
And you're still with
You
them.
just can't, yeah.
So obviously you're not that concerned about your kids.
Yep.
Yep, right on this way up to that door to the right.
Where's my other shoe?
At the hotel where you kicked it off on the 3rd floor?
I didn't kick anything off.
She denies this, then claims her actions were motivated by concern for child safety.
When I tried to kick the wall because I didn't want my children to be
That's where your
unsafe.
shoe is.
Where I didn't want my children to be unsafe. Don't touch me. That's why your wife ain't you wonder why you're f***ing c***less.
To the right. There.
Don't tell me where to go.
Turn around. Let go.
Is somebody else, excuse me, is somebody else able to be with me? I don't want him touching me.
Sit.
No, I don't want you touching me. I don't want you touching me. I don't want you touching me.
Sit down.
So, can somebody else touch me? I don't want him touching me. I don't want him touching me. Okay, well, I'm gonna pat you down. Stand face this one more. That was.
The case illustrates how Marilyn, after realizing the police considered her the main problem, refused to take responsibility and blamed others. Her children were repeatedly used as bargaining chips rather than to protect her from the scene. The rapid oscillation between victimhood, accusation, and entitlement suggests a practiced deflection pattern rather than momentary panic. Marilyn is formally charged with second-degree assault, violation of a protective order, disorderly conduct, disorderly intoxication, failure to obey commands, and resisting arrest. Due to the court order violation, she is held without bail. She is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in court. Marilyn constantly cried out about her maternal rights and her concern for her children, but her actions were what plunged the children into fear and chaos. When the handcuffs were put on, we truly realized a heartbreaking paradox. The person who claimed to be the children's protector was the very source of their greatest harm that night. This story concludes with a series of charges, but more importantly, it highlights the need for self-awareness in the lifestyles of parents. To protect children, we need not only laws but also psychological counseling programs and alcohol addiction treatment for parents. Let's work together to protect our young minds through even the smallest actions. Thank you, and see you tomorrow on Liu.